Hello everyone, my name is Clancy and welcome to the Clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor by smashing that like button because it triggers the YouTube algorithm to go and fetch us more honorable members of the clan, which has stopped growing. Understandably so, because we are not at the North Gauteng High Court in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, because the High Courts in South Africa, they are on recess until the 22nd of July 2023. Speaking of July, in 4 days, it's my birthday, the 14th of July. I'm just saying, because people have the tendency of forgetting my birthday, especially the loved ones. Why? Because they're all busy covering up. It's cold. It's cold these days. So understandably, they forget because they are taking care of themselves, keeping themselves warm. Because around the time of my birthday, the winter is at the neck and it is brutal. So I get it. I know I'm making excuses for people, but I just thought this year, let me remind people that I love and that love me back that it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. As you already guys know, that Cancers are very proud of being Cancers. Why? Because we are the mother zodiac. Okay, fine, cool. If you don't believe in that, I don't have an issue with that. And please don't have an issue with me being into this sort of thing because I have seen it work before. I have seen it work before. And all that stuff is just stuff, it's minuscule stuff. That doesn't mean anything. Let me just put it that way. But other than that, guys, I'm just here to let you know proof of life. I'm here. I'm still around, even though I am on leave. I am on leave, guys, until end of July. So I'm kind of like twiddling my thumb and like, what exactly do I need to do? Okay, fine. I am taking care of Clancy's on Business, that channel. We are on a challenge for the entire month of July, even though the challenge is not necessarily for the month of July. It's for as long as you can do it until the people that are participating in the challenge they make their first 1,000 US dollars, or those that are still growing their YouTube channels to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before they become eligible for monetization. This challenge will also help them with these two requirements that I needed for them to be eligible for monetization. Now, my channel, the one that we are having this challenge on, Clancy's on Business, is not monetized, even though I've already accomplished the first requirement of the two, which is 1,000 subscribers. I'm now around 1,355 subscribers on that channel. And now I'm working on watch time, which I am sitting at 2,556. I need 4,000 to be eligible for monetization. So that is what I'm busy working on by pumping my channel with content and also participating in this very challenge. And I'm so happy and so glad that many people that are content creators in South Africa took on this challenge and they are running with it. I'm getting positive feedback, by the way. People are telling me, oh, my channel that was dead. When you say our channel is dead, is when the channel does not gain a subscriber, let's say in 2 weeks, then that's when we say, oh, our channels are dead. So now people that are saying my channel was dead and now it's starting to pick up, I'm gaining subscribers, I'm getting watch time. Others are saying, oh my goodness, I just got monetized. All I needed to do was this, and that. So I'm getting a lot of positive feedback. Yes, you'll also get negative feedback from people that are not good with challenges, or they don't like to be challenged, but they want to participate in challenges, which is okay because you can drop out at any given time you want to drop out of the challenge. So I know has nothing to do with Senzo Meyiwa, and I know that this channel is you guys are still so into Senzo Meyiwa trial, which is great, understandable. We want justice for Senzo Meyiwa, but there's life also outside of that, and I'm just here to tell you my side of the life that I'm also leading outside of the Senzo Meyiwa trap. But I am here to say I'm here, I'm good, even though I got some charming news that I was reading this morning from which newspaper was this? Times Live. I'm sure many of you have come across this article. If you are a traveler, I wouldn't say I am a traveler per se. If I travel, it's because of work, not because I planned a vacation somewhere. But I've been to this country at least 3 times, and the joy of hopping out of an airplane and just walk to security and out into the country without any hustle and bustle and stuff like that. Ireland. Now we got news as South Africa, which is bad news. I did discuss this before when we were about to lose this privilege. This is the headline right here. South Africans lose visa-free entry to Ireland. Okay, South Africa and Botswana nationals are required to obtain a visa before traveling to Ireland, effective from today, Wednesday, the 10th. A transition visa will also be required if intending to transit through Ireland en route to another destination. Gets worse. This is a carefully considered decision which will bring Ireland into closer alignment with the Schengen area in respect of both countries, and into line with the UK in respect of South Africa. Justice Minister Helen McEntee said on Monday. As you already guys know, on when was it 2009, South Africa lost visa-free entry into the UK. She said in recent years, a significant number of international protection applications, which are referred to as refugee status in South Africa, have been received from nationals of Botswana and South Africa. In case you're wondering what's going on here. So you have people coming into South Africa, not only Africans, by the way, African migrants. You have people that come to South Africa sometimes legally, and then when they get to South Africa and realize, I'm liking it here, I have no intentions of going back to my country. And then the legal papers expire. And after the legal papers expire, then they will now marry a South African citizen. If they don't marry a South African citizen, they go and pay employees of the Department of Home Affairs to make them passports. So obviously you need a South African ID before you get a passport. So they will pay big amounts of money to employees of Department of Home Affairs. The reason why I'm doing a sweeping statement, because we don't know who they are. It could be all of them, it could be some of them, but we know the Department of Home Affairs is the most corrupt department and the most destructive of the South African democracy and sovereignty. That is a given. So they will do that. And now the mistake some of them made was, some of them are going to Canada. I remember Canada as well shooting a shot at South Africa and saying, listen, we are having people with South African passport asking for asylum. Now they went to Ireland and doing the very same thing. But my thinking is they want to get some kind of island protection. And then from there, they en route, maybe not en route, the final destination is Canada, because everybody, especially on the African continent, West Africans in particular, they all want to go to Canada. So now, en route to Canada is Ireland, and then from Ireland, and they get whatever papers that they need to get, I think asylum papers from Ireland. Now they can choose to go to any other Western countries where now they can settle in and become even permanent residents there. And I'm telling you, the final destination is Canada. So now Ireland is like, wait a minute, asylum from South Africa with the most progressive constitution in the world? I mean, like, seriously, who leaves? There's no South African has an intention of even immigrating anyway by choice. We immigrate because of work, or others they immigrate because of fear of whatever it is that they're fearing, or others just don't want to be led by a certain group of people, and then they immigrate to Australia, to England, New Zealand, Canada. Well, we know the usual suspects. And as a result of that, they gain then those what do you call those statuses, but those statuses are mostly immigration with the intention of becoming permanent a resident of that host country, right? Not as asylum or refugee. Because what persecution could you be going through in South Africa with a constitution like that of South Africa? And South Africa is as itself a constitutional democracy. So this is where they use their country's issues and made it South Africa's issues to go to Ireland and say, I'm here to seek shelter because I'm being persecuted in South Africa as a South African citizen because they are holding a South African passport. So now Ireland was like, South Africa, get yourself together. Otherwise, we are going to cut off this privilege. Well, South Africa then, of course, took its own time like it did with the UK. And now we are no longer entering Ireland visa-free. I'm telling you, when a country allows you to enter visa-free, the hassle at the airport is it's beautiful. Like there's no hassle at all. You are treated as if you are the citizen of that country. Yes, you still have to produce your legal documents, that passport and all the other stuff that they may require from you coming from South Africa. Anyhow, let's continue. The Dublin Visa Office will establish a dedicated desk to process applications from South African passport holders. Now I feel isolated by that paragraph alone. The department will also establish 3 visa application centers in South Africa with visa service provider VFS Global. Transitional arrangements will be put in place for nationals of Botswana and South Africa who have existing arrangements made before July 10th, 2024, to travel to Ireland until August 9th. Those who have existing travel arrangements are advised to check irishmigration.ie for further information. Ireland is clamping down on illegal entry into the country. More than 3,700 doorstop operations were carried out on flights that pose risks of irregular migration at Dublin Airport in the first half of 2024. And more than 115 people were arrested for arriving without appropriate documentation in the same period, coming from South Africa. The government said its border management unit continues to provide training and 24-hour advice to airlines on how to identify and deal with immigration abuse. A review of carrier liability legislation has been completed and new increased levels of fines will soon be introduced. I've been hearing a lot of South Africans that before this ban, or it's not a ban, before these changes, that when they take a flight, like I think there's a connection either in Dubai or London Heathrow, I think as well Edinburgh or something like that to get to Ireland. Now I've been hearing South Africans say I've been turned away at Dubai International. And they don't understand, why am I being turned away by Dubai instead of being deported by Ireland? Turns out that Ireland, I'm not 100% sure of that. Ireland was telling all these other countries that, listen, anybody that is will transition from your country to Ireland, don't allow them. So that you get deported at at your connection airport. That's crazy. A lot of South Africans are telling that story, that I was going to Ireland for a wedding or for a birthday party or for a funeral or for this and that, and I was deported at Dubai International Airport. So far, Dubai International Airport is the notorious one if you were going to Ireland before Ireland had taken this decision. So they already started stopping South Africans from entering Ireland. Other nationalities who require visas to travel to Ireland include Afghanistan, Bahrain, Belarus, Egypt, India, Jamaica, Nigeria, China, Qatar, Rwanda, Thailand, Venezuela, and Zimbabwe. A year ago, South African passport holders had visa-free access to 106 countries. These include Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, Argentina, Israel, Seychelles, Peru, and Qatar. I know also we enter visa-free Singapore, Brazil, and I think United Arab Emirates. I could be wrong there, but I think so. A visa was required for 121 countries, including Morocco, Mexico, and Malta. 2 years ago, a South African passport allowed citizens visa-free entry to 105 countries in the world, ranking it in 55th place from a high of 35th place in 2008 and 2009. So this means South African passport is starting to become a useless document to travel. It's becoming like other African countries that have red, and we are beginning to be red as well. I think at this point we are yellow, transitioning to red. Sooner or later, if this continues, South Africans will be looked at like other African countries. Like when we enter these countries, we are going to be made to feel unwelcomed. Right now, many countries, when you produce a South African passport, you are almost treated like a prince. Trust me, I know the experience. The final paragraph, the government was advised then by travel experts to do more to reduce passport fraud, to improve the rating and ensure an effective automated e-visa system to improve the processing of applications. I know that South Africa has put together an e-visa system, and many people are using it currently, but seemingly we still have issues. People, they always see a loophole and they utilize that loophole to get what they want. I cannot wait for the Department of Home Affairs to no longer have warm bodies as employees. Let's have algorithms. Let's have robots. Let's have, especially that department. That's the only department in South Africa I would say throw it in the fourth industrial revolution now, so that we deal with all these things that are currently happening. Over 700,000 South African IDs are blocked, according to a report I was reading a few days ago. 700,000. You and I can guess what is all that about. We can guess what all that about. Now, the new Minister of Home Affairs, so far I'm not happy with him. The things that is coming out of his mouth. No way is he putting South Africans first thus far. And listen, this conversation is not about the legal immigrants. If you are legal in South Africa, this video is not for you, so go away. But if you are illegal, this is what you guys are putting us through. You are giving us a bad name on the international stage. Our good name is being destroyed on international. How do you take a South African passport and go and say, I'm here as an asylum seeker or a refugee? Learn about South Africa. We have the most progressive constitution in the world. There is no way that you are persecuted. Not even the gays in South Africa are being persecuted. Well, we have a pocket of people that don't agree, and there are those that are murderers, yes, but it's not like the entire country is like, no, all that sort of stuff. And now they have to pack up and go seek asylum in gay-friendly countries. We're not like that. So now we have to apply for visa. Do you know the application of visa? It's nerve-wracking, number one, because you never know why they might reject you. In most cases, it's at the interview. You may have said something that you shouldn't have said, or you said something that was too good to be true, and then you get rejected. Versus when you just walk into a country nice and peacefully and do your business there and come back home. And that's what South Africans are about. We are about home. We are about here. We don't want to bother nobody. We bother nobody. We solve our own issues ourselves here. Because there's no way that we're going to solve any issue outside. We solve them here. We take it and upon our hands. We unite in our diversity and solve the problem. We don't run away. We don't. Now, those that ran away from their own, now they're destroying our good name. Why? What are you going to get out of this? So this minister, bro, you better put South Africans first. You are not. Your commentaries thus far are saying, screw South Africans. Everybody, let's register you. Home Affairs. There's no way that as a South African citizen who is a taxpayer goes to Home Affairs and I'm mixed with all the other people and I don't get to be served. I went to Home Affairs for two days in a row. I was supposed to go for 1 day. And in my job, no work, no pay. For 2 days, I did not get paid for that because I was at Home Affairs. Why was I at Home Affairs? Because some of these people, and I'm not saying whether they're African migrants, but people that are not South Africans, and they go to Home Affairs and they bribe the officials there to be in front in line. And a South African without the money, you're going to have to come back tomorrow. And then you'll be lucky if you actually got served the following day. Because more will come and pay those officials so that they be in front of the line. So, Minister, create a line for South Africans and a line for everyone else. We need to be served because those 2 days when I did not get paid, you took my tax in full. That is unfair. That is unfair. So I thought that this guy taking over Home Affairs is going to fix things. No, looks like it's going to be a problem from what I am seeing. So is it time for us to start calling him to step down? I think so. If that's the mentality he is going with, then yeah, he needs to step down. Because we are looking for somebody who's going to put South Africans first. We have to come first. Then everyone else follow. It makes no sense that you would throw the rotten egg on our faces like this. And now we've lost. We lose again. South Africans continue to lose. And it's the fault of not our own. Yes, we got rotten eggs. Why are they not being charged with treason? Because you are jeopardizing the sovereignty of the country. Other than that, that is my rant. This article really did did a number on me as a person who travels with work. Now, look, who else is going to also do the same thing to us? I'm sure many more countries are going to start doing this. And then our passport, which is the powerful passport on the continent right now, is going to end up being powerless. One country at a time, one country at a time will end up with zero. And it's going to be a South African passport on the travel map. It's going to be red, meaning danger, danger. I don't know. Other than that, guys, if you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. I know there has not been super thanks coming through this time around, but I thank you nonetheless, those of you that always super thank the channel and support it financially. I highly appreciate you guys so very much. Let's see each other again next time. You can leave a comment if you want to. It's okay. Hopefully, I don't know, I'll come back again just to say hi, what's up. I might do a live now and again, here, just, catch up on other things. We might even discuss this issue if you want us to discuss this issue a little bit further. But the minister, Leon, it's time to go.